This is Total Babble. Total Babble. It's a show about music, pop culture, social media, movies, the internet, relationships, TV, whatever. Total Babble. The Total Babble Podcast.
We're doing tubing down rapids in a mountain.
Oh, Jesus. That's like real tubing. I hope you come back alive. I hope you're not one of those news stories. I hope you're not the woman that was there looking at the bison when the bison freaked out and flipped you 8 feet into the air. Did you see that video?
I did, and it was an elderly man. He broke his femur in 5 places.
That's just scary, and just what a tremendous demonstration of power. It's like, oh my God. And the guy was a good distance away, and that bison just decided, oh, I'm pissed and I'm coming after you. And it's also, I think, because the guy in the truck honked and that freaked the bison out, and there was a whole big bison issue.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, this is the show. We'll start with Bison Talk. I'm Stu. She's Emily. Welcome to America. This is where we still murder our citizens. That's happened a couple more times this week, and it's tragic and terrible, and eventually people are going to get pissed off enough and do something. To which I want to identify that we are recording this ahead of time. We're recording this the day before Trump is about to give a big speech tomorrow. He's either going to, I think, officially declare war on Iran, or he's going to do something to try to call off the November elections. What do you think?
I think that he is going to use the platform to sow, I guess, conspiracy that elections are fraudulent, and he's laying the groundwork to undermine the upcoming elections. That's my prediction.
Looking at that, how do you think that's going to turn out? Do you think that people are pissed enough, and Republicans in general understand that people are pissed enough that they're not going to go for it on a large scale? Because he can't, I looked it up, he can't even declare national martial law and have that stand for no reason. And he can't just decide that there are new voting laws in this country with his grand acts of, I'm just going to do this. There have to be constitutional amendments for this to work, and he can't do it, but that's never stopped him before either.
Yeah, I don't think that there are any real boundaries. We find the boundaries after he's already crossed them. And
Right.
A lot of the work that's happening is trying to put a genie back in a bottle because he has a complete disregard for our Constitution.
It's act now, ask for forgiveness later. That's his whole method of running this country. And it's terrible because people are getting killed. That's the way it all works.
Well, exactly. And yes, there's ICE still killing people, but also there's still children killing each other because of unsecured firearms. We had that happen last week where a family rocked up at an Airbnb. A 4-year-old got into their car. There was a firearm just laying out unsecured. The 4-year-old picked it up, aimed it at the 2-year-old, and killed the 2-year-old in the car while the family had left them all unattended trying to check into an Airbnb. They just left the gun laying out.
Yeah, but Emily, Second Amendment. That means we can't enact any laws to stop that from happening. We blanketly have the Second Amendment. And because of that, and because of lots of money being paid off to politicians, we can't do anything to stop anything about dangerous guns in our country.
Well, those parents, I'm very sad that they have lost their child. They also need to go to prison. Because it's their fault that child died.
Yeah. It's hard to argue that.
So, for example, there was a school shooting in the South. The parents are on trial and they're going to go to prison because they gave their 15-year-old son the gun.
It's hard to argue that when you're talking about guns, where here locally we were the subject of national news, and that kid with the e-bike that his mom let him have it, and the 81-year-old veteran got killed by the kid on the e-bike because the mom was an irresponsible asshole. So when you involve guns, yeah, there's not really an argument for that.
Yeah, I think the same applies. E-bike, guns, whatever, same thing. If your child drives recklessly and they live at home and they've got a warning from the police and they're told they're not allowed to drive, it's incumbent upon you to take their keys away
Yep.
And if you are found to have allowed them to, say, drive without a license or something like that, you should go to prison, especially if they hurt someone.
Responsible parenting, I think, is what they call it. And there's a lot of people that just crap out a kid and don't really do anything about raising them or do anything to make them good people. There's a lot of people that are parents that really shouldn't even have pets.
I 100% agree. I look around and I think the people who should be having kids are not having kids. And then the people who shouldn't be having kids are having way too many kids. And also in this particular country, so many children fall through the cracks because you don't have to send your child to school. You can homeschool. In each state, there's different rules around stuff. There are, I don't know how many kids, nobody knows, an insurmountable or innumerable number of children in this country who have no real footprint, who are being held prisoner, who are being abused, and nobody's out there looking after them or taking care of them. Like, think about that family. It's made the news recently. The cops went around to this guy's house to arrest him for exposing himself in public. And when they got there, they found 16 children all crammed in a 12 by 12 room, malnourished, some on death's door, covered in feces. The eldest child, 18, can't even write her own name. None of the children are educated. They've been terribly abused. And there are more kids like that out there. It's outrageous. Now, do I have a solution for it? No. But I do find it horrifying that we're not really taking care of young people. At least in other countries, it's compulsory to send them to school, so there's a second or third set of eyes on
Well, we
them.
have freedoms in this country, and those freedoms allow you to educate your kids. But then also, if they come to school in Texas, we're going to start forcing them to pray to a Christian God. So that's a little bit of a conflict, a little bit of a dichotomy, if you look at it.
And I don't believe in that. However, if I had to make a choice, which is either A, let everybody do whatever they want with their kids, either educate them or not, or if they have to go to a public school, the 10 commandments are on the wall, I reckon I'd go the second. What would you do?
I would. I really wish I lived in Texas and had kids. I think I'm going to start a family and move to Texas because by the time they enact this law, maybe I'll have kids then in the school system. And I will send my kids to school and teach them to read the book of Satan while everybody else is praying. I will give them the book and ask them to memorize the book of Satan prayer. I'm sure there's something in there. And I want them to pray to Satan as everybody else is doing their bullshit Jesus bit. And I would like to make a point that way and get the ACLU behind me and become a national spectacle and fight for the religious freedom that we're supposed to have in this country.
I think, yeah. I mean, they do still have their religious freedom. You know, I didn't know this, but they make kids at school every single day pledge allegiance to the flag.
Is it the one nation under God
That's right.
thing? Yeah,
It's the Pledge of Allegiance.
Even as a kid, I had a problem with that.
Yeah. You don't have to do it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids do it, but a lot of their classmates don't.
Well, by the way, Emily's tired. She's been up all night. I'm going to try to keep it going. Lots of energy, lots of fun. Woo! That was the depressing part of the show. We're going to try and have some fun, goddammit, because it's summer, and summer means fun time. I have this report, and we can talk about this briefly. Dua Lipa is a book nerd. Turns out she, very cool, is opening her own library in Portugal. It's going to feature many banned books. And she is big on freedom of speech and LGBT, trans books and the whole thing, and good for her. What do you think about that?
I love it. If anybody says you shouldn't read a book, my first question is why?
What are they hiding?
What are they hiding? My family and I, we talk about this a lot. And in fact, my son's going to a new school. I think we've talked about this. And one of the things that really made us go, this is the place that he wants to go. And for him, he was like, this is where I want to go, is we were walking down a hallway and we were in where the literature classes are. Wow. Easy for me to say. Ding, 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 ding.
Everybody's had a long night. It's
exactly.
fine.
And there was a huge mural around should we read banned books? And there were book reports where they had all of these senior students read all of these books that had been banned all around the United States. It's a private school, so they don't have to follow the bullshit curriculum. And I was like, this is where our child should go, because you absolutely should read the banned books. Some of the things are absolutely fucking insane. Like for example, To Kill a Mockingbird, okay? They ban that book because it contextually uses the N-word and shows...
Yeah, there's racial overtones. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a historical fiction.
Yeah.
Like it's a period
It happened
book.
in that time, and it's still a great piece of literature.
Yeah, exactly. It happened at that time, and it's an accurate representation of the time. And it is just so insane. My son wrote an essay. It was entitled something along the lines of, "If history scares you, good." And the whole premise was essentially that history shouldn't be sanitized, because the whole purpose of teaching history is to understand and learn from mistakes. And if you cover them up or don't talk about them, you don't learn the lessons and you're doomed to repeat them. And so when this news article came out about Dua Lipa doing it, I was like, this is absolutely fantastic. And everybody should be doing it. I was even thinking to myself, maybe I'll create a little underground library. I'm already making myself one of the most hated people in my neighborhood.
Isn't that kind of fun, though? I've done that a lot, and I kind of enjoy it. If you know that you're doing the right thing. If you know you're doing the right thing, it's so easy to jump up and stand behind it.
No, I don't share. I'm not a high conflict personality, and I don't enjoy being the center of attention, and I don't like arguing with people, because you can't make sense of nonsense. And increasingly, I find that people just come from a place of emotion. And to your point, where they're convinced that they are right. And it is just so completely unproductive. And people who aren't very evolved, instead of letting things be, they try to make people's lives difficult. And I don't want people to wage a fucking jihad on me because they're disappointed that they didn't get the tennis training slot that they wanted this season.
But I'll go back to, some people just need to be taught a lesson. And I come from a place where you try to be rational about it, and you try to talk to them, and then you try to talk to them again. And I usually give it 3 times. And if at that point it doesn't work, then you have to be a dick, and you have to take legal dickish means to get your point across and do what you need to do sometimes. And I have had success in teaching people a lesson, both for the good and the bad. I am known in this neighborhood as the crazy guy that hates dogs. And I don't hate dogs, but that's fine that I'm known as the crazy guy that hates dogs, because it doesn't leave the dog outside howling all day and barking all day, which also isn't fair to the dog, and it makes a nicer neighborhood. I'll live with that crazy label. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I like that for you. I am not comfortable being that person. I live in the neighborhood with some people who take your approach to things, and I don't like them very much, because they get crazy about stuff, and I don't think that they're right about the way that they do things. And so I'm like, ugh, it just makes things miserable. So I don't want to be that person.
Well, and I'm not talking about being overbearing. I'm saying just keep things peaceful and the way they should be for everyone. I would like to think I'm one of those people and not your crazy neighbors.
Yeah. But I think everyone has their orientation, right? Where they think that they are right. So technically, and you and I talk about this, right? We've got the neighbors here who are doing construction.
Yeah.
7 days a week, getting stuff done. Now, if they start before 7 a.m. on Sunday, legally, I can call the cops. But then I'm like, is it worth it to me?
Yeah, see, I probably wouldn't be that guy. I would think, okay, it's construction. It's something they need to have done, and it's going to be done either way. I would probably live with that. To me, it's the person that, again, leaves their dog out with, hoo, 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 all day long, and you feel bad for the dog. And you have a rational conversation with, boy, that's tough to live around, and my mom is trying to sleep. Those are the things that you fight for, because at that point they just say, well, it's not my deal. I'm not going to deal with it. I don't care. Okay. Line drawn.
What if animal control picks up the dog and then puts it down? Are you comfortable with that? Because you love animals, right?
I'm not, and that would never happen anyway. Animal control out here is so lax. You'd have to, the police don't do anything. You have to send a letter to animal control, and then they'll deal with it 2 weeks later, and they send them a letter to please cease and desist. And then if it keeps going months later, they will try to give them a ticket, and they can respond to that ticket and show up in court. And it can drag on for months and months and months, and nothing ever gets solved about it. Usually that letter will do the trick, but if somebody really wants to be a dick, they can just keep it going.
And this is why people do crazy things like shoot other people's dogs.
You can get to the point of snapping, and I don't think I would ever get there, but I see how people get there.
Yeah, I could see how people get there. But again, I'm like, I just want to choose my battles. And I don't know if people are that, like, as we know, we always tease me about it, but I do try to look on the bright side of life. And I always think before I do something, how am I going to ride this wave all the way to the beach? And I might be incensed about it right now, but if I sleep on it and I wake up tomorrow, am I still going to be mad about it? Or is it going to cease to be a problem? And do I just sort of let it sort itself out? I don't know. We'll never know.
Well, I very much try to put myself in somebody else's position and walk in their shoes and try to see their perspective, and is there any point that they have before I act. And I really do that. I don't think really any of the other people do that, and maybe that's me thinking great things about myself, but that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Dua Lipa.
Yeah, back to Dua Lipa. More Dua Lipas. Maybe we should do maybe we should do a Total Babble library. Banned
There you
books.
go. And it's a weird coincidence, the Dua Lipa library thing, because I have this reoccurring dream where she's dressed like a librarian, and I keep talking, and she shushes me, and then I tell her to make me, and then she does. Whole total separate side thing in addition to this that's come up in my brain with Dua Lipa. Have you seen her?
Yes, I have seen Dua Lipa. Yes.
Trying to judge that look on your face.
You don't want to do that.
I don't know.
You don't want to get too deep into that. There are no good feelings there.
You can see my point in that, can't you?
I mean, I guess.
She's just hotter than the sun, and I don't care about her music.
Beautiful.
God, and every single guy you ever talk to that's hetero, and most of the gay guys will just go, Jesus Christ. So.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I felt like I needed to make that point. You're going to be excited about this. We have so much audio here today. Now, secret sound.
Oh.
You were texting me the other day.
I was.
And you were making up jokey things about secret sound. And you said, hey, we should bring that back. And I have one for you here that happened shortly thereafter. I'm going to tell you that this is very unusual. It's going to be hard to get. And to be technically true, I don't even know what the sound is, but you can guess what it is, and we can try to figure it out together. I was on... Well, I won't even say that. I'll just play you the sound, and then we can kind of go from there.
Is it from the show?
No. This is something that happened to me in life that I recorded, that I said, I need to record this, and we'll try to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Right there. Do you have any guess at all?
You're in a public shopping area. There's shopping carts, and the fire alarm starts going off.
I don't know how you get these. I don't understand how that works. You're 90% right. Yes,
and there
I'm
was
in a public
lights
place.
Flashing. So that sound, if you want me to tell you, I'll tell you how I hear those things. But continue your thought, and then I'll tell you
my
how
clue
I know.
is going to be it's a place we've talked about before on a day
like
we've talked
Walmart.
about. No, I would never go to Walmart.
Or
there's a whole thing with Walmart.
or like
too,
a strip mall, or something.
I was at Costco on Friday, July 3rd, the day before the 4th of July. I would never go to Costco on this day because it's so insane. So many people. And it was exactly what you would think it would be. Everybody there buying for the 4th of July. And at Costco, can we figure out that on those days, we're not going to have the feeding centers on the end of every single aisle that blocks the traffic everywhere because it just creates mayhem. And I knew it was going to be mayhem and I settled into the mayhem, but still it was mayhem. And all of a sudden, this starts going. And the thing that struck me is that nobody was fazed. I'm like, okay, is there a terrorist attack? Is there a fire somewhere? What is going on? And then up in the upper loft office, there is a strobe light that is continually going. And everybody just continues to shop, doesn't even stop to look what's going on. And I'm just like, oh my God, people, are we being invaded? How are you not stopping to even recognize this? Yeah. And then it just stopped about 3 minutes later. That went on for 3 minutes. I think maybe Catwoman broke in and was robbing the place. She was cracking the safe of Costco, and it was Julie Newmar, and I think probably that's what was going on. And then Batman showed up and saved the money and saved Costco. That's what I got.
That seems like the most plausible. That's the only thing that could have happened.
Absolutely.
Are you interested in knowing how I knew exactly
I was just about to ask you that, in fact, yes. What are your guesses as to what that could be other than Catwoman?
Okay, so there's a couple of things that gave it away. First of all of the voices at all different distances and the way that it sounded, you can tell that it's in a large cavernous space with a high ceiling. One. Yeah. So it's either a Walmart or a Costco or not even a Target because it would have been muddier. Like it's a big building. So you can tell straight away from the voices.
And with Target, you would have heard that lack of DEI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just a smattering of racism.
Yeah. That lack of equality you would hear.
Yeah. Then 2, there's a very distinct sound of a shopping cart hitting a lump, and you can hear the wheels rattling, the front 2 wheels of the wheels of the shopping cart rattling. You know how they move?
Yeah.
You can hear it. And that's somebody like probably entering the door. So you probably recorded this near the where you scan in section because you can hear them entering or coming over a bump of some description.
Good deductive reasoning, but I was actually in the aisles.
So they hit something then because you can hear
probably.
them.
I think you're right. I don't know that you're right, but I bet you're right.
But if you go back and listen to it, see if you can hear where the wheels clatter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear the wheels clattering.
I hear that for sure.
And then 3rd and finally, that sound is a very specific alarm that is used in commercial real estate fire systems. There is actually a fire alarm that's often mounted on walls that can be accessed by anyone. It's often installed in apartment buildings and it has companions to it. And that's why I said, I bet you there was lights flashing. So there are lights that flash when you pull, have you ever seen one of those pull in case of fire? It's like a red box, you lift it up and you pull it.
Yeah.
In order to put it back up, you have to have a special little key. So it often, like people pull it and the maintenance guy has to come and like pull it up. But the reason that I know this is because my son pulled that fucking fire alarm. We had moved from Sydney to Alabama and we were living in, I guess, these sort of outdoor apartments where,
fish out of water.
It was like walk up and they had those on every level. And I was carrying groceries up one day and my sons were little. That sound.
Yeah, just for context, I'll run it underneath you.
Yep. And so I've got arms full of groceries. I've got these 2 little toddlers running, and the little one reaches up, opens up the thing, and pulls down the little red toggle, and that starts erupting in every building, and the lights start flashing, and my kids start screaming and covering their ears, and it was so horrific. Luckily, the maintenance guy came and used the little key and turned it off and told the fire brigade not to come. But that sound is etched in my memory. I knew what it was straight away because I've got trauma around it.
And also, you're like a forensics person with this. You're like that higher learning. You're like an Olsen twin. Was she a twin? I don't know. You're like that Olsen woman in that higher
in High
learning
Potential?
show. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that shit figured out within the first 5 minutes of every episode. My husband thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick.
It is very funny.
I'm pretty good with pattern recognition. But
So, okay, we'll never know unless I call them. But what do you think happened at that Costco? Did somebody light up a cigarette? Is that what caused it? It was the flashing light was up in like a loft office or something. And that's why I figured Catwoman showed up.
well, that's where they have the light. It's probably in a high visibility point. So I think one of two things happened. Either A, somebody errantly pulled the alarm just as a prank, like some mischievous motherfucker decided to pull it. That happens more than we like to imagine. Or two, yes, the smoke detector was tripped. But if the smoke detector was tripped, the maintenance guy probably wouldn't have been able to turn it off. The firefighters would have showed up. If the firefighters didn't show up while you were there, then I think that somebody pulled the alarm just to be an asshole.
And what really struck me was that I was the only one looking around concerned about this. Everybody else was just focused on their own thing and being at Costco. It's like, okay, maybe there's a bomb and we're all going to die, and none of you people are even going to stop and look.
How did that impact on your behavior? Did you head to the exit, or were you just like, well, no one else cares, I'm just going to keep meandering through as well?
I did kind of move towards that way because I said, hey, what if there is something going on? I'm going to be one of the people not caught in whatever. And I kind of moved towards the exit. But then as we were talking just now, I thought, okay, if I got my big 2-pound bag of coffee that I make for my cold brew and I was there kind of, which is actually towards the exit too. But if I was there having to grind that coffee in their machines and that alarm went off, and maybe even if there were a fire, I would still try to get it done. Because that's how much I need my coffee, and that's how much I don't want to be inconvenienced by anything when I'm getting my coffee. So I'm a little bit guilty in that too, but I'd be closer to the exit. So coffee's important.
Coffee is important. I see the same behavior, like the meandering. I saw it 2 days ago with emergency services vehicles. As we know, I'm a massive goody two-shoes. I love a rule, and I love following a rule. Okay, it's probably because I'm autistic, but I fucking love a rule. I don't like how people don't get out of the way of emergency services vehicles and they don't pull over to the shoulder. Like, it's very clear. The instructions are pull to the shoulder, you dumb motherfucker. But instead they'll do things like they will just stop where they are, like a little turtle, like that's been startled. They'll just stop their car. Or they'll pull, I saw some people the other day pull into oncoming traffic, quite an advanced dance move, not one I would ever recommend. Pull out into an intersection in front of other traffic, pull into a driveway halfway to block. It's insane. You are watching the depths of stupidity just play out in real time, or people who don't move aside at all.
Yeah, well, I think it's two extremes. It's the people that don't care whatsoever and they're just going to go on driving, or the people that immediately freak out in a panicked way and don't know what to do and cause an issue that way. I think it's one or the other. There's very few rational people, and that's what it comes down to in society. There's very few rational people left.
There are very few rational people. Ooh, have I been irrational in this instance? Did I take it? Have I gone far enough, Stu? Welcome to Parenting with Emily. I don't often have to dish out punishment to the Sprogs, okay? But the other day, the eldest one has an e-bike, and he's usually very responsible. He had a bunch of friends over. We were all going up to the pool. I told them, walk, don't ride your e-bike. He decided he wanted to be Terry Toughnuts and show off his e-bike to his friends. And my friend and I, the mums, we were driving in a car a little bit behind them. I watched that little prick blow through a stop sign and do a U-turn in front of an oncoming car. And so then I waited for him at the pool, read him the riot act, and I've taken his keys away for a week, and I'm forcing him to learn road rules, which he does already know, but I'm forcing him watch videos and do a test before he's allowed to have his keys back. Far enough? Not far enough. Discuss.
I think that's what you should have done, because him not being able to do anything with his friends that also have e-bikes is going to have an impact, and it's going to make him remember. And it's not too much. It's not too extreme. It's not lax. It's good.
Okay.
I'm with you. Good parenting.
I tried not to embarrass him, and I did threaten to cancel his birthday party. I didn't do either of those things, but I didn't embarrass him in front of his friends. But
Yeah.
I kind of did.
And if he did it again, maybe embarrassment would be the next step. But I think you're at a good level there.
Okay.
So, all right.
Great.
Now, a moment we've all been waiting for.
Bum, ba, da, ba.
The goddamn Christina clips.
Oh, the Christina
This
files.
is so good. I've got a lot of audio here, so let's get to it. The background on this is that years ago, we found the phrase, "shut the hell away from me." We decided to use that at the end of every show a couple months ago, but I feel like we don't say it enough to make it really have impact. I mean, basically, it means shut up and go away. It comes from Christina, this woman that appears in this YouTube video. It's called Rich Karen Meets Karma After Drunk Driving Accident. Police Insider is the YouTube channel, and it's time to play some audio from Christina. She allegedly got super hammered, went drunk driving, crashed into an old lady in a parked car, and is so completely out of it and so completely aggressive and, also so completely entertaining. I just want to enjoy and bathe in this, and I will post pictures of her on our social media, the Instagram, the Blue Sky, so you can go and see what Christina is and looks like. And I don't know where she's from, but if I had to guess, I would say Florida. And here we go. In this first clip, we get to know Christina and the most patient cop in the world. She's just hit an old lady in a car, and he pulls up on the scene.
Do you have your driver's license on you? And your insurance?
I want to call my dad first.
Okay, but I still need your driver's license and insurance, okay?
Why?
What
Because
happened?
that woman.
That cop, by the way, I've never forensically listened to this before, but that cop is not from Florida. Listen to that man's accent and his affect.
Good point.
That guy, if I had to guess, gun to my head, is from like somewhere like Minneapolis or something. Almost sounds Canadian and is so nice.
Yeah.
Let's see
His
what else we
tone.
can hear about him. His tone and his
Yeah.
affect. Let's continue.
Is going off her rocker.
What happened today?
My grandma died.
I'm sorry.
That's what happened
Today?
today.
I'm so sorry.
And I was going to this special cemetery. And that's when I got into the car accident.
So she immediately pulls the dead grandma card. This goes on a little bit more, and when driving, it's important to not get close to somebody's end-to-end. Are you aware of this, Emily?
No, yeah, I mean, you never want the ends to touch, I think. I think that's
If
an
you're
unspoken
taking
rule.
notes, stay away from the end.
What happened here? How did this occur? How did the accident?
Because she was too close to my end. And when I went into there and I told, yeah, you know what, tell her to stop.
Well, she's just taking her whatever.
She's getting pissed because this woman is walking around taking pictures of the accident for her own documentation, and Christina does not like that.
Well, she's just taking her whatever photo she needs for the insurance.
Safety tip: if you get drunk and plow into somebody, you blame it on your grandma's death.
I need your driver's license. That's your registration.
You say grandma was driving. The ghost of grandma's past. Grandma was driving.
That's right.
People say Jesus take the wheel. Nana was driving.
It might be a whole Scrooged thing, but it's
Totally.
in Florida somewhere with Christina.
Okay,
I don't need that. I need your driver's license.
okay.
It's right there. How much did you have to drink today?
I didn't have anything. I told
Bullshit!
my...
Just the fact that she said, I didn't have anything. It's a little bit of a giveaway.
How much did you have to drink today?
I didn't have anything. I told my mom told me that my grandma passed away.
Okay.
and that they were going to the monument.
Okay. Today? They were going to the monument today?
Yes. And that's why I'm so upset. So you can talk to my parents then.
I don't need to talk to your parents. I need to talk to you, because you're the one involved
The
in this
irony
accident.
of this is this lady, she's not 18 or 20. You can talk to my parents.
Right.
This would be the equivalent of me going, and you can call my dad.
Exactly.
Okay.
She's in her upper 30s, 40s easily. It's not like she's 18 or 19 or something, but apparently very close to her parents. Maybe not. We'll hear more from them later, kind of.
That's not your driver's license either, man.
Oh, my driver's license.
Yeah, I believe at this point she was holding out wet wipes and trying to hand him her driver's license. I think that's that part of this.
Then.
I don't need to talk to your parents. I need to talk to you, because you're the one involved in this accident. That's not your driver's license either, man.
Oh, my driver's license.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how much did you drink today?
None. I did not. I have two different breathalyzer things in my car.
Watch this.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Where are they?
You did not see me point.
Isn't one of the devices she whips out a garage door opener?
Yeah, well, it's about to reveal itself. She has garage door openers and says they're breathalyzer things. And if you have that and they're suspecting you of drunk driving, do you want to bring that up as a point of reference? Oh, I have two of these. Apparently, I've been through this before, officer. Oh, she's the best.
Two different breathalyzer things in my car.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Where are they?
You did not see me point to them,
Well, those are garage door openers.
which are also breathalyzing submission.
Oh, well, that's cool.
That's cool.
Do you have the part where she is back in the station?
Yeah, oh, we'll get there.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I
And-
have so much of her, and it's just
Okay.
all wonderful.
Great.
Here she talks about her brother-in-law and doesn't want to be renamed. I think she says renamed a bitch. They bleep it out, which is terrible, but she's talking about her brother-in-law.
I need your phone number, Christina.
I know, and I'm going to call my brother-in-law, who is a 411.
It's a favorite.
Is it a 411? What's a 411?
And you can tell your whomever for the 4th of July,
Uh-huh.
tell them good luck.
I see. I love that. I love the cop. He's like, oh, I see. But nothing is clearer. Nothing
Right.
is more clear. He's asked many clarifying questions, and then you see when he just gives up. He's just like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
But it's not what she thinks.
Well, and you can tell him for the 4th of July. You tell him good luck. You do that because he's a 411.
For the 4th of July,
Uh-huh.
tell them good luck.
All right, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk to my
Thank
in
you.
private.
That's not a phone. It's a hand wipe.
I know it's
She was looking at her phone thinking it was a phone, but it wasn't a phone. It was a wet wipe.
in private.
That's not a phone. It's a hand wipe.
I know it's a hand wet. It's still a phone.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
a phone. Okay?
It's still a phone. It's a hand wet, but it's still a phone. Don't you know?
phone. It's still a phone. Okay?
Oh, it's a phone.
Oh,
Don't you know what? Don't ever remain me as a dumb.
I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You
You
said,
say you're trying to find your
Christina, I'm
phone."
trying to.
Right,
Okay?
right.
So let me.
No, you're not closing the door.
okay. So they're just going on, and she's creating all this conflict. And then I think he's looking up her information. And of all the cool slang things that you could come up with, Emily, how would you describe the police or somebody in a superior role?
Me?
Yeah. Like, how would you, if someone was superior, like, how would you describe somebody's boss, maybe?
Oh, like a superior.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. A superior
Okay,
officer.
superior. How would you describe the police?
Police.
Okay.
I
'Cause
would- yeah.
Did he just say the popo is on its way?
Popo.
No, he said 114:23.
Oh,
Means he's here.
She's just the best. I love her so much. She's feeling comfortable now because she's asking about the popo.
No, he said 114:23.
Oh,
Means he's here.
The popo. Yeah, the popo. Guess what my brother-in-law is? A lot ahead above you.
That's maybe my favorite. They are a lot ahead above you.
I would be so embarrassed if
Yeah.
I was her brother-in-law who's a lot ahead above the traffic cop.
Yep.
That would be so embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, when you're a lot ahead above people, these are the responsibilities that you have in life.
I can't stop thinking about how positively fucking delighted her family must be that she never made it to the funeral.
Well, wait till you hear the end when she finally gets a hold of her dad.
Oh.
It's precious.
A lot ahead above you.
It's good.
Yeah. So, shut the hell away from
And that
me.
is where it comes from, right there. That is the inspiration, the impetus of our wonderful phrase.
Shut the hell away from me.
I love it.
Get away from me. All of these people driving down Devon.
Driving down Devon?
Why don't you guys ever clock them?
And here she's taking a field sobriety test.
What I want you to do is using your eyes and only your eyes, in which will follow the tip of my pen. Okay? You understand?
Yes, I do. Just do it already.
I know.
God
but
damn
I
it.
gotta go through all these instructions though.
How many times are you gonna do it till you know I can do it?
It's a few times, unfortunately. I gotta go through all the steps.
And then you're gonna run into my dad. And he's gonna tell you to go.
Christina, can you
Yes.
do this for me?
I've done it!
She's a
Okay.
delight.
Just hold still and just follow with your eyes.
I think you're the retarded one. Oh, I can't wait for you to meet my father.
Okay, follow the tip of the pen.
I am, you.
All right.
And then the field sobriety test goes on, and she explains that she's having trouble because she has a really unique chiropractic issue.
Series of
I
9
can't
steps.
do it
Are you saying you're not able to do this?
because of my back
Because of your back?
problems.
You're not
I
able-
have
so
curvular back.
She has a curvular back, so she can't possibly do the field sobriety test. That makes sense, doesn't it? Make sense to you?
Absolutely fucking zero sense. This woman is a horror. Earlier, we opened up, and I think this is a critical, pivotal moment of the show where we talk about what a shame it is that the police are still out there shooting people.
Mm.
And I just want to pause for a minute and ask a really important question. Is it just that they're not shooting the right people?
You have a very valid argument there.
No, I mean, I don't want the police necessarily shooting Christina, but I wouldn't be mad if they just choked her a bit.
You would understand why it happened. You don't want her to die, but you would understand why there had to be some rough play. And I can't imagine being this cop. I would have no patience for any of this shit.
Oh,
And
he's a saint. I love this police officer. What an absolute legend.
yeah.
This woman is very clearly impaired, but at some point, don't you just need to take her legs out and make her eat the pavement? I have zero patience for this bitch, and we're not even listening to the whole thing. It is kind of entertaining, but this police officer is an absolute legend. And the further that we go on, I have to agree with you. I think it is in Florida because very uniquely, the type of animal that this woman is
Yeah. When you watch the video, it feels very Florida. And I think you're right about his phrasing and his dialect and his manner of speaking. I think he might be an import. He's probably not from there, but it feels Florida.
And he might speak some languages other than English as well. Like he's very polite and his phraseology and stuff. I think he might be a big brain Barry, maybe speak multiple languages.
You're right. And I think based on a reference that happens later in the video, he might be a brown man because she has a little bit of a problem with that. I don't remember if I highlighted that enough, but...
No, we've never talked about that before. So he's a smart brown man, the natural enemy of the white entitled Floridian.
He gives out his name at one point. So anyway, this all goes on and the curvular back, and it must be painful, curvular
back. Yeah, fuck, not as painful as it would be if he started folding her clothes while she was still wearing them. I would really like to have seen some curvular of her back right about now because she's making me mad.
It's interesting that you talk about the abuse because they take Christina in and she didn't like how they were handling her stuff. She was very upset about that. And here she asks about the officer's name.
I hope you feel good about yourself arresting me. And don't touch my purse like that unless you want to pay for it.
You mean putting it down?
The way you are holding it.
By the handles?
Do you want to purchase that purse yourself?
Not my style, but I don't know how carrying about the handles.
It's not your style. Is it your?
I love that. I was about to say, but does it match his shoes, Christina?
Well, he and you are thinking about the same way. He's thinking, it doesn't quite go with everything I have. And yeah.
Is it your baby mama style?
Okay.
I have never.
That's a cunty racist statement, kind
Your
of.
baby mama's
Yeah.
style? There's a lot of assumptions there, Christina.
Yeah, he's a brown guy, so he must have a baby mama, and he must be that kind of person.
Okay.
I have never worn my shoes.
I don't know what that means. She's never worn her shoes. Oh, maybe she means when she's been arrested, she's never worn her shoes in or something. Maybe this is a past thing because she has 3 garage door openers, so.
No idea of that.
I have never worn my shoes. They've always been like this.
Okay.
You guys had no problem then. Now, did you?
No, you said you had no issues.
What, how do you pronounce your J, your,
Jimenez.
hello?
So pronounce it like an H.
Menace?
Now we know it's Officer Mayonnaise. I forgot that
I
part.
was hoping that she was choking, but that's her trying to pronounce Officer Jimenez.
Well, she's making the point that he might be from another foreign land, I think, and I believe being a little bit racist when she says it's Officer Mayonnaise.
Wow. Okay.
Here's more of Christina getting booked.
No, I don't care how old I am or where I live or blah, 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 blah. I want to talk to my dad. And I have that right too. Do you want a piece of my blood too?
Do you want a piece of my blood too?
Well, the good news is that she does understand protocol and what's going to happen after she's arrested by DUI and failed a field sobriety test because they don't have breathalyzers in the field. They're going to take a blood test. So, yes, cunt, we do want a piece of your blood.
Well, she understands, but she says she doesn't understand because Christina refuses the blood test and goes totally 6-year-old earmuffs, puts her hands over her ears, and just doesn't want to hear anything about it.
But you understand this, correct?
No, I don't understand it.
Okay.
No.
So to put it in layman's terms for you.
No,
All right.
I don't.
It says
Blah, 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 blah,
if you refuse to take any of these tests, okay, your
I
license is going to be
literally can't
suspended
hear
for
you.
12 months. All right?
I literally cannot hear you.
Okay, well, I already read it to you.
Blah, 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 blah. No, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
She's been my favorite person at a few different times in my life. Sometimes I'm feeling a little bit down, and I just check in with Christina, and it gives me a good laugh. At one point during all of this, she slipped out of her handcuffs.
Can I have my expensive purse back? And then you're gonna say that I'm
Christina, you have to wear the cuff. I made it loose, so it wouldn't be bothering you. But you can't rip your
really?
arm out of it. Okay?
So you want all?
Christina,
if you want,
it's being
I'll.
videotaped.
That. Do you see my cuffs? They're off and now on me.
Do you see how they were off and now they're on her? She wants to make the point, I guess, that she's like a Houdini artist or something. I think she thinks she's Houdini and she's letting him know that, okay, she's going to be good and keep the cuffs on is what she's doing.
I know we don't want them to be shot with guns, but what about tranq darts?
That would be fun. Just put her down for a little while like a bear, because that's where she's headed anyway once she passes out, right?
Honestly, when is she going to run out of steam?
Yeah.
This feels like not just alcohol, but maybe she's on some drugs as well. Maybe prescription.
Could be.
Maybe she's double dosing on some alcohol and some Xanax or something.
Whatever it is, it's not going well for her. And this is the final clip here. She then gets to make her phone call and she calls her dad. How do you think that phone call went?
Can't wait to hear it, Stu.
Wow. I would just say, imagine living life with Christina. Imagine if this was a loved one or your daughter or just anyone that you routinely had contact with. I almost said conflict with.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is her dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his fucking fault. This is a product of his parenting. So whatever happens next, suck shit. It's all his fault. You made this. This is your problem. I think that they should, for naughty parents, they should bring them down the police station, even if your child is in their late 30s, and they should hold you by the ear and waggle their finger in your face and say, tut, tut, for this monstrosity. I can't wait to see what happens.
It's interesting that you have that perspective because that is exactly Christina's perspective, too. It's his fault, and she's upset.
Dad, I got arrested coming to your mother's funeral. Okay? Yeah. So you tell your sister that she is not part of my family. They said that I'm under the influence. I'm at the Niles police station. Come and get me now. And tell your sister to go off. I don't ever want to talk to your sister ever again. I don't care. Come get my now.
Christina, you want me to talk to him?
Please let me talk to him because I'm sure he's done at this point. And there you go. That is the magic of Christina.
Oh my God, what a horrible person.
It's terrible and yet so entertaining. Do you think, and I'm self-analyzing here, that maybe I'm a product of this overhyped, terrible society that I think this is so entertaining?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely find it more annoying than entertaining. I find it so entertaining. Like you find it entertaining. I feel like it is a microcosm or a snapshot of everything that's bad and like everything that's fucking wrong with this country. Like we talk about our lack of freedom and that sort of stuff. I mean, in other countries, they just would have made her eat fucking pavement.
But I don't think that is just either. I mean, really, she's an asshole, and it would be nice to see her get roughed up a little bit, at least forcefully put in the back of the police car. But I wouldn't want her to be hurt, to be fair. So
you're nicer than I am. I wouldn't mind it if she got a little bit hurt.
All right.
I feel
it's the Australian in you. In my country, they take you out and they beat the fuck out of you.
Honestly, like if somebody was carrying on like an absolute fucking pork chop, imagine that you're not a police officer. Okay,
I can
and I
do
think
that.
This is fair. But if if somebody was acting like that in public and, just being that sort of absolutely outrageous individual, this is her on her best behavior with a police officer. Can you imagine what sort of a horrible monstrosity she would be like in a bar or something?
Yeah, with normal people where she would have to show no respect.
Yeah.
She would just be a nightmare. Yeah, you're right.
She'd just be a nightmare. She'd just... Yeah, I think that she might have gotten a petite lady punch in the mouth. I do tend to believe that there are some things that violence does solve. And again, that's a character flaw for me.
I can agree with that, and I'll bring it back around. I think that goes back to some people just need to be taught a lesson.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
We've melded worlds and shook hands in our beliefs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes they just won't be taught, though.
All right. Well, that is a show. And you know what I'm just noticing, because I brought up the window here early, and I don't normally do that. When we're recording, it has my name, and then it says in parentheses, you. In case I forget who I am, it says, Stu, you. Oh, I'm Stu. I get it. Just so I don't forget.
That's amazing. It's not going to make you feel any better, but I'm not on the remedial program. It just has my name and your name, and it doesn't tell me who's who.
I take that as a real slight then. They think that I'm so dumb, I'm not going to be able to remember who I am, sons of bitches.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about my name. I don't care about my address. Blah, 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 blah.
We're going to have to talk to somebody that is a lot ahead above you.
I just wait until you talk to my dad. I want to know what the dad said. I have to imagine that he must have been incredibly apologetic. I am so sorry about whatever you're having to deal with. I hope she got charged. I hope she has had to go to court over this.
Guaranteed she is, because this stems from her running into an old lady that was just sitting there and not even moving in a car, and there was damage, and I'm sure all of that made it so that she had to go to court. That and all the other additional charges.
She's lucky she didn't kill someone. She's an idiot. And
that's why I say this. I don't want this to be thought of as exploitive, because we're also pointing out you shouldn't drink and drive ever. There's so many ways. Back in the old days, you could say, oh, I don't have a way to get home. There's Ubers and so many ways to get around that now.
She wasn't trying to get home, though. She was trying to get to her grandma's funeral. But also, let's talk about how fast Florida moves. My grandma died today! And you're going to the memorial today, same day service?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
That is efficiency. But maybe they're just cutting her up into pieces and putting her in the swamp. I don't know. I'm not from Florida.
Feed her to the gators. They said they were going to her monument, which I also thought they constructed a monument in one day. But then I thought, okay, maybe the monument was already pre-selected and paid for because grandma was getting old. I don't know.
Or maybe grandma died and then today was finally the funeral. But also, how hard do you pregame before you go to a funeral?
Apparently
also,
pretty
we
fucking
haven't
hard.
described what she's wearing. I feel like that's a critical missing piece of the puzzle.
Well, I am going to put the pictures up in Instagram and our Blue Sky. Follow us on Blue Sky. We have good numbers and good people on Blue Sky. And you'll see. It's a green T-shirt, I believe, very Florida. She doesn't look like she's dressed up, doesn't look like she has makeup to go to a wedding. I think when you get that hammered.
Now.
All right, did I say wedding? Oh, fuck me. Wedding, funeral, same thing to me.
Same thing.
Yeah, but she doesn't look dressed up to go to a funeral.
Yeah, so I've found a wide-angle shot while she's doing her field sobriety test.
Yeah.
She is wearing a faded green T-shirt that I believe says, or at one point in time said, sports. So very specific. Did I say Pacific or specific? Specific.
You said specific.
Oh, thank
it's a
God.
Specific wedding.
Yeah.
We're getting tired.
And she has on sweatpants that say dog mom.
Well, that's what I wear to a funeral, don't you?
It's been a while. since
And I take my expensive purse. She probably thought, okay, I have my expensive purse. I'm going to be classy.
Wow.
That's it.
She's a piece of work.
Yep. So this has been a show. We are going to take next week off just because I have a lot going on, and we normally do a week off during the summer, and we haven't done that yet. So off for a week, and then we'll be back. And tell your friends about the show and go listen to old shows. Some of them are good. The ones with Emily are good. Some of the ones with other hosts are at least interesting, but you could go back and just enjoy so much of this and keep in touch. And you're making like a dinosaur thing with your hand as I talk. What does that mean?
It's like a little celebration.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're dancing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I couldn't
dancing.
see your other hand.
Yeah, well, I know why you don't recognize, because usually I dance like the president. I hadn't made the fists. Now you see I'm dancing.
And this thing tomorrow night, I swear to God, he's going to try to wreck the world. And I'm conflicted because I don't want to watch it because even his voice irritates me now. I can't listen to him, but I need to know what's going on. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Maybe I'll just watch the news on Twitter or something. I don't know.
I've had to take a break from the news because I've been overwhelmed. I haven't been able to sleep lately because just crushing anxiety at the state of the world and things that are happening. So having a week off is probably a good idea. I want to put my head in the sand, maybe go to the pool.
Enjoy that. Have
Thank
the
you.
fun. Happy summer to everybody. We're back in a week.
Shut the hell away from me.
Now it's official. Good luck dealing with all of those people that are a lot ahead above you, and
You too. Hopefully the Costco alarm doesn't get you.
Next time it happens, I'm just going to scream. I'm just going to freak out and scream and get in the fetal position. I think that'll be fun and entertaining.
What would be even better is if you're the one who pulls it. So you just go and you pull it and then get fetal and start screaming.
There's so much fun to be had. Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you know how this goes. Like us, subscribe, tell your friends, write a nice review, engage with us. We're Total Babble on Instagram, on Facebook, on Threads, and on Blue Sky. Email is show@totalbabble.com. The Total Babble Podcast.